presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to you, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Add Gain scent beads for an even longer lasting scent.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How did you get 30, 30, get 30, get 20, 20, 20, get 20, 20, get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? So
give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. You know, I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. You know, basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Mic on.
Okay, so I'm live. For those of you watching on YouTube, this is the stream from June 19th, 2024. Looking at my midweek magic. My midweek magic this week requires me to play Modern Horizons 3 and only Modern Horizons 3. I opened 3 packs that they gave me for free. So these are the rares. I was like, okay, these are rares I could maybe build around-ish. But now I'm looking at my uncommons, and I'm looking at how many my uncommon wild cards. I'm like, yeah, I could probably build a deck. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna build. I can maybe build a deck, but I don't want to wait. I don't want to spend too many wild cards, cause, well, I don't want to spend too many wild cards. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to build where it'll be cheap enough. And I'm just like, I'm literally right now staring at the cards, going, I don't know what to build. So yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do. Like, like I said, I'm trying to think about using the stuff the rares and mythics I got. These are like the ones that I was like I can synergize with best. Like, I know I can synergize 6 with Victimize, because you're gonna be milling cards whenever 6 attacks. You're milling cards to the graveyards, and you can get them back with Victimize. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I've also got Branching Evolution, where it doubles +1/+1 counters. So I'm like, okay, that should be something simple enough to build around, but now I'm looking at the cards and I'm going, is it though? So this is a bit of a challenge. So I'm just trying to see, like, what there is, and I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Because I have no plans on playing Timeless, which is where most of these cards are legal, if not all of them. And I don't want to do the draft because I want to save my gold and my gems for the next set, which is Gloomborough, I think. I think that's the name of the set. I have to look it up to be exact, to be certain. I'm not going to look it up at the moment, but so yeah, that's what I'm currently trying to think. You know, what do I want to do? I mean, I could put that in the deck. Could put Buried Alive in the deck. Buried Alive with Victimize, maybe? Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do? Let me look at my commons. See what I've got for commons. Because that's literally what I'm got to figure out. Because like commons I could easily, I'm not that worried about. You know, 416 commons. I can easily make something with commons. But it's the uncommons. I'm not using my rares and mythics. Those have to be saved for standard, so I don't use those. So that's why I'm kind of like, I wouldn't be surprised if there are a lot of people who don't want to do this at all and probably skip it. Like, I honestly probably should just skip it this week. But it's a challenge, you know. I don't mind a challenge. I'm just trying to think, you know, what am I gonna do as far as this idea. So the Nyx Bloom Hydra is plausible, as it gets counters, which works with the branching evolution. Sorry about the noise in the background. The mowers are going by. I was gonna wait a little longer, but like I can craft these lands. Hold on.
Mic off. Mic
Okay,
on.
I don't think they're coming back by my front window again, so I think I'm good. Sorry about that. I just was like, a creature you control does damage. Control all draws, you gain 3 life. So I'm trying to figure out like how am I gonna build this, because this is like, yeah. Like I'm seeing some ideas, so I'm like, okay, I can maybe do this, I can maybe do that. Like the commons, I'm seeing a lot more I can maybe deal with. Gains menace.
That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
$45 upfront for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new
Fine,
customers
lets
for
you
limited time.
do
Unlimited more than
both
40
if you
gigabytes
pay
per
the
month. Slows. Full terms at
2.
mintmobile.com.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. You know, I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is
The
what we do.
Viper might be
Well, I'm
worth
doubling
it.
everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature.
Yeah, I'm just
double
trying to come up
header,
with
double whammy.
what I'm
You know,
gonna
basically
put in
double
the
or nothing.
deck.
You earn, we match. Discover cashback match. See terms at discover.com.
So probably expanding ooze. I'm gonna move things over here. Probably Nyx Bloom Hydra is probable. As far as lands go, I'm gonna put like Twisted Landscapes in. I can put Deceptives into Search and Foreboding, so I can put these 3 in, because they'll let me search for forests or swamps, and I can then cycle them. Well, I can't cycle them, but I can search. So I'm not going to use too many of them, but I can use them. What else did I see that I liked? Guess I can put the Oozewag in. I don't know about the Witness. Witnesses maybe. I don't think I'm going to need to ramp too much because I don't have any really expensive cards that I'm putting in the deck. So I don't think I'll have to ramp. I need removal for sure, so I'll probably have to put this in for my removal. Maybe I'll put this in as well for removal. And maybe this. So maybe those will be my removal. I don't know about the Horrific Assault. I could maybe use the Skrilia Sentry, but it's kind of iffy. I could maybe use the Basking Brood Scale because it has an adapt. It has adapt 1. Can maybe use this to dig for instead of Bury Alive, because I could use Bury Alive, but I don't want to, because Victimize I'm only going to be able to use once, so I don't want to like rely on it. Like this at least will let me grab something. Then I can make an Eldrazi token out of it, so that could be useful. I thought about Evolution Witness, but I'm not sure. That might be a little too expensive for for its size. Again, this is looking at just the commons, because I know I have plenty. So commons I can easily look at and go, okay, sure. I mean, I could use the Warp Tusker as a win condition, maybe, with the Victimize. Maybe. That's a maybe. Because it's a big body that I can maybe get in and swing with, but I don't know. Alright, so these are what I can do as far as commons go. Like, these are all the commons that I can use. That look the most useful, I should say. I can maybe pick out a couple uncommons, because I don't want to craft too many, like I said. I want to keep my uncommons fairly healthy, so I can maybe pick 3 that look the best for the deck that I'm trying to come up with. Ready for a card, exile it, shuffle it face down. Card face up if it's a creature. You may put the exile card on the battlefield if it's a creature card. Put it in your hand. Probably not. Battlefield, whenever you draw your 3rd card each turn, amass zombie 3. I don't know if I'll be drawing cards, so I don't know if I want that, but it's good. I just don't know if I want it. Dreadmobile is another one. I'm like, Dies, create a 2/1 and a 1/2. Turn an elf. That's a tree folk, so that won't go. I can't use that for that. I don't know if I have enough elves. No, I don't. Hydrotrayer's attacks. When you do, target creature gets plus effects on their counters. Permanent you control. Maybe. Priest of Titania's in this? Oh god. Ha! I mean, elves, but I don't think there's enough elves. That'd be removal. If I was to bestow it. Seems kind of meh. Hunger Tide rises. For 3 turns, make an insect token. For single creature, search library or your graveyard for a creature card with mana value less than equal the number of creatures sacrificed. Put it onto the battlefield. Maybe? Seven or greater. I'm not planning on doing that. This creature spell 5 or greater. Discover. I'm not doing that either. Which is kind of why I don't have this in the deck yet. I mean, I could. Could put Disciple in the deck. It's just, my only problem is it's a 6 mana 3/3. It's useful, but not useful, and I don't think I lead the land from it, so. Vinoid Altasaur, like I said, I don't think I'm going that route with this deck. I think I'm trying to keep it lower to the ground. Like, I'm probably going to put the Cursed Wombat in, because I think it fits what I'm doing. I'm just like looking through to see, is there anything that makes sense? And I'm sure people in the comments that watch this YouTube video will be like, what are you doing? There's plenty you could add in. There's plenty of cards you could add in that don't, you know, that are cheap and quick and valuable. And I'd be like, probably. I just missed them. Nesting grounds could be useful. Put that over there in the lands. Hang it. Go to the lands. Why don't you want to go to your home? That's a spell, gain 1 life for each colorless permanent you control, but I'm not making it. I mean, an Eldrazi deck would be fun to make a colorless deck, but I mean, Victimize with the high-powered Eldrazi's would be fun. Hexproof from each color. Annihilator 2. Am I maybe going the wrong route? Should I maybe just go Eldrazi and say F it? And just grab all the Eldrazi's I can? But that feels like a lot more crafting. I suppose you cast a MH3 less, cost 1 less to cast. Other colors creatures you control get +1/+1. Like I said, it's kind of like one of these things where I'm like, I could put this in there in the deck because I'm going to be doing a lot of sacrificing. So I could put that in the deck. And it's a way to ramp, kind of. It's not a bad idea. How many creatures am I going to have right now? 1, 4. Not a lot. So I need to consider that. That's another problem too, is how many creatures am I going to have? I know I'm going to have four of the cursed wombats because they're decent for their cost. Battlefield under control, put a quest counter, sacrifice. Each card from your graveyard on the battlefield under control. This ability costs. That's for each quest counter. Literally, I have two choices: either a reanimator deck or something else. So. Something will come with damage to a player and put a +1 counter on it. When you do, you may remove a counter from another target, a permanent.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
That's not bad.
We like to do the
That's pretty cheap.
of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot.
So
They charge you a little. So naturally,
that might be just what I do. I might just go with what I've got here, and because that way I don't have to craft too much. Just go 4 of these. 4 of these.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com.
3 of these, 4 of these, 2 of those maybe.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is
3.
Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge.
2 and 2 for now.
Your cashback match makes me feel so special. Really
No, those can be 4.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. You know, basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover cashback match.
And maybe 2 of each of these. So I can search and thin the deck a bit.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than
And
Lowe's
then
That's why we've teamed up to give MyLowe's rewards members 10
do
times
one more
when Messi makes
temple.
an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June.
So I'm not going to be able to cycle these. That's why I don't want to put too many of them. So that'd basically be 8 sacrifice lands.
Not a MyLowe's rewards member? Join for free today.
I'm going to maybe put 2 more.
Messi for more details.
I don't think I'll be able to... Okay, wait, I can put more of the nesting grounds. But no, I don't want to put more than... No, okay. I can put... Yeah, like that. This way I've got 9 sack lands, so I can easily get my mana. Nesting grounds, I just want a couple, just to be able to move counters around. Which will be fine with the branching evolution. So let's see, what do I got? 24 creatures, okay. I've got 24 creatures. This should be fine. It'll hopefully get the job done. 30 commons, but 14 uncommons, that's fine, that's perfect. I don't want to craft any more than that. Well, the commons I'm fine with. The uncommons are the ones I'm like, no. So that leaves me with 100 uncommons, which is good in case I need them in the other set. Though usually you only maybe need to craft a couple, but I'm being safe. You know, I'm being careful. And this deck I'll probably delete after I'm done with... let's hope this works. Like, I think I have enough creatures. I think I'm low enough on the mana curve to be fine. I don't think I need more than 24 lands, especially since I've got a lot of colorless and sack lands. So I can sack for... I think it's sack? Yeah, it's just sack. So I've got ways to get my mana out quick enough without going for like some of the... Like, I probably could have put this on in the deck, actually, as a land. So I could probably put 2 of these in and take 2 lands out. And that might be fine, because again, they're multicolored lands, and it gives me multicolored lands. And that puts me under 100, which I'm not happy about, but that's fine. Okay. Because again, as long as I can play it, you know, on like, if it's like turn 1 I play it, okay, I'm fine. So, we'll see how this goes. It could go badly. Those of you that have gotten this far in this 33-minute opening part of my gameplay from the stream, and you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, algorithm, all that nonsense. Moving on. First game. Let's see how badly this turns out. Okay. Tap land on 1. Cursed Wombat on 2. I can start playing the sack lands later. We got Idle if I want. Okay. Let's see how quickly they kill me. Let's play the Idle. I don't need to rush. Because I want to adapt, and that's why I'm playing the Idle. I'll just start making those and start getting ready to sack those. Because the Cursed, I kind of want to adapt it as soon as it comes out. Okay. I think I'll play another Temple, or another Idol. I have to use colorless for that. I might have to sack my lands to be able to use my Breathe Here last. So I probably should have... We'll see. Oh boy. Start grabbing some of the lands I need. Okay, I'm being patient. Though I shouldn't be, because I know I'm about to get hit with a big... Yeah. Yeah. Impulse aberration. Into another Wumpus aberration. To another one. Hold. Patience. Trying to avoid lethal. I can't sack anything because I need to protect myself from damage. We got 4. How many do they need? 8? Great. Oh no. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead. Yeah, I'm pretty dead. Why did it let that land? Should have grabbed the swamp. I wasn't thinking. That's good. Because I can't do anything. I can't do anything about that. Because that's too high powered for me to even... I'm like, I should have seen that coming, but I'm like, I'm not crafting that many cards. No. No, absolutely not. I refuse to craft cards like that. No. That would be too many uncommons and common one. And no, I'm not crafting it. No. No, I'm just gonna stick with what I crafted. If it sucks, it sucks. I'm just gonna accept that.
You can already taste it.
And I misplayed. I should have, but it wouldn't have mattered because they had lethal anyway. So it's like
sinking your teeth into a juicy burger.
I'm like, I really don't have anything else to do. I really can't beat that. So it's like, what am I gonna do? Nothing. I'm dead. All right, on the draw again. Sure, why not? Yeah, here we go.
The doctor's office. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info.
Yep.
LifeLock because your personal info
Yep.
is an endless
Uh-huh.
that can expose you to identity. LifeLock manages hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, go for Save up to 40%
What's up for one target card from a graveyard? Yay. I'm good. Yep. I'm not playing my creatures because I'm like, well, they're probably just gonna kill him. Got victimized, but I can't use it. Because A of all, I've got no creatures in my graveyard, and B of all, there's just exile them, so... Pass. I'm just gonna cycle and I'm just gonna make more tokens for the idol, I think. And just keep blocking. Yeah, that's why I'm not, you know... Is it up to 2? No, it's 2. So there have to be 2 creatures in my graveyard. No way that's gonna stick. Trying to put targets out so if they kill them, it's at least gives me a chance to maybe victimize. I didn't think so. Nah, it was worth a shot. They're probably just gonna hold up their removal for when the idol powers up. Take 3. And kill the Hydra Trainer. Or not. So I can't victimize, like, at all. You. Make some blockers. Just keep stalling, because I got to get to a victimize point where I can just do a good victimize. Because that's the problem. That Emperor Bone basically screws me, and I got to get rid of it, but I have to draw into my removal. I don't know where my removal is at the moment. He's holding removal for the idol, obviously. Good to you. As long as I have at least one uncolored mana, I can keep activating the idol, which is nice. But obviously they're keeping up as much mana as they can because they want to remove that when it flips. Great. Sure. Take 3. Nice does nothing. For the expanding ooze. Let's adapt it. Can't attack because they've got a 4/5. So just pass. And they can draw cards. I can't do anything to stop it. Like, there's nothing good for me to reanimate with Victimize, so they're just drawing up their removal because they're waiting for the idol to flip. I already know that. I know as soon as it flips, they're going to remove it. So target player's graveyard. Great. Oh, that sucked. There was nothing really in there anyway, but still. Okay. So this kind of a deck looks like it's just a bad idea. Uh-huh. Annihilator 2. I've definitely put myself in a better position. Oh, really? Really? Dak.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event, so give your friends something to look at, like a B&B with an ocean view, an endless field of wildflowers, or a sunset that needs no filter. Make with a capable Kia SUV or
I can't victimize because I need 2 targets.
visit kia.com to learn more.
So I
Kia,
pass.
movement that inspires. Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Sale applies. Especially tagged 20. Quantities are limited. Must take delivery.
Ow.
They say every dog has its
So they have direct damage then?
Camry every day of the day. The roomy rear seat is the perfect. Whoa, is that the dog park? Backseat besties, it's a Camry vibe. The all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Toyota. Places.
What's your magic? Magic is falling in love with knowing the quickest way from Mexico to their favorite pretzel.
Oops.
For you to get into the magic. It's
Oh well.
finding a magic. All in the Start your own pass holder story at Disney.
Hey, I'll take it. It's a win. They must have been flooded or something, because damn. I think I'm sitting there with Victimize in hand. I'm like, well, they got graveyard removal. I can't do anything about it. Hey, 1 win with my crappy little graveyard deck thing. At least I was right about those temples. Those temples were actually halfway decent to pick. Like, yeah, because they can keep providing ground blockers and keep screwing with people. And of course, it's gems. I don't complain about gems, but at the same time, I would think I had enough cards I don't have in my collection that I would not get gems. But it is what it is. I mean, I guess at least they're not like they're going for like every card. It's just only a couple. Sure. Though it sucks because I don't have any colorless mana for the... Oh. Okay. Ooh. So I'll play the idol for now. It's funny that it does require colorless mana. Do I want 6? Cast a colorless spell. So they're probably going to beat me with that. Let's play 6. I need another swamp for Breathe Your Last, which is what the other Twisted Landscape might be. I probably could have played the landscape, sacked it, and played the Wombat might have been better. Yeah, they're going to be all about doing that. Okay. They're all about colorless then. Okay. Make a token for now. I'll probably need it as a blocker. Swing. Oh, they have retrace, okay. So they're going to win because they're just going to colorless spell me to death. Cause I can't. I need my black mana to get rid of one of. I need to get rid of them, but I don't know how to do it. So they're an Eldrazi deck. I need a swamp. I need another swamp. Can't cast the bestow. Oh, because you can only retrace lands. Okay. Yeah, I figure they double block. I'm trying to fill up the graveyard for later. I've got double mana for Breathe Your Last. Not that it matters, because oh, they've got that too. Yeah, I'm just gonna scoot then. Because that means they're just gonna play big. Yeah, I'm good. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm good. Cool. I'm good. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to beat decks like that. Decks that have like mythics and up the ass, and I've only got three like one mythic and 2 rares. I'm not gonna be able to beat that. So that's someone who probably been drafting for a bit. Me, I'm not drafting. I only got the 3 free packs. I just crafted some stuff because I was like, why not? It looks fun. So yeah. This hand. What do I think of this hand? Well, okay, I've got the tap land, so I can keep it. Sure. Is this a good deck? Hell no. Am I happy that I was forced to play Modern Horizons 3? Well, I'm not forced. I'll rephrase. I was required to play Modern Horizons 3 for Midweek Magic. Am I happy about it? No, not at all. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yeah, because I want the wild cards, or not the wild cards. I want the rare or mythic ICRs that they are. Instant card, whatever. Instant card reward or whatever it's called. Okay, so you're white-green. I gotta skip a song. What does that do? Attacker block. Do I have removal for enchantments? Might not. Might kill my own creature. Might just be like, whatever, kill it. Because I don't remember if I have any way to, I do not remember if I have enchantment removal. I don't think so. I forgot. I wasn't thinking about it, I don't think, at the time. I was thinking more about creature removal. So, again, it could come down to how many rares and mythics you have in your deck versus me. If you have, like, tons of mythics, I'm just going to scoop. There's no point. That's the way I look at it. That's instant, so play you and pass. Yeah, 3/4. How is the game going? It's going fine. Ish. How have I been? I've been alright. Let's grab a swamp because I might need it. How are you? How have you been? Cancel. No, game crashed. I don't know how to handle this. As soon as it crashes, immediately restart the client. Like, as soon as I notice a crash, that's in you just immediately you go to open it. You're fine? That's good. And I guess the game crashed completely. How many cards die unlock? Not many. Enough for a deck. I got the win? How did I get the win from that? I guess they scooped? Okay, I got another Mishra Tamer of Makfawa. I'm surprised I didn't have that. 4 of that. Okay. Basically, I crafted enough uncommons and commons to make this. That's all I did. I was like, okay, I need to craft because it required me to play Modern Horizons 3. And only Modern Horizons 3, so I just crafted enough for this. Which is not the rares. I crafted the Hydras, the Revitalizing Repass, the Marauders, the Sliths. Basically, like, everything that wasn't rare, I pretty much crafted because I had to in the lands. Because I needed a functioning deck, and so this is a functioning deck. It's fine. I know there was a better route I could have gone, and I considered it. But I wanted to build around the rares that I had, and that was the better way it felt to build. I'm still missing, I think, some enchantment removal, though. But I'm not going to go out of my way to craft more cards just to find enchantment removal. This hand is fine. Because this can be removal if they're playing quick. And I don't have any colorless stuff I need colorless for the moment, so I can... Yeah, so they are playing that. My block creature with flying. Do I want to kill that? Sure. Got wins with that one? Yeah, exactly. I've got wins. Are they the best wins in the world? No, but they're wins. So I'll take it. Energy. Victimize. Hey! I might have targets for victimize. Woohoo! Removal! 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 Removal. I don't need to sack my lands. I've got enough. I thought I did?
On America's largest 5G network.
It's how I stream the game.
It's how I knock out the shopping list.
It's how I level up.
Get T-Mobile 5G home internet for only $50 per month. Plus, there are no exploding bills. T-Mobile, it's how you internet. Check availability today.
I want to say I did. Let's just kill that. Get life for it. Do I need to sack the land? I don't think so. Let's sack it for a green. Just in case I need it. I don't remember if I need double green for the deck, but I'm just grabbing it just in case. So you know what? Be able to pay... And now I remove all your creatures. Ha. Blew up the board. Was that a good idea? Probably not. But hey, that helped. Now I can use this. Pass. What was the name on Twitter? Again? That I should look for? Oh, that's unfortunate. What am I gonna do about you? I'm gonna kill you. That's not great. I know I need colorless lands, so I gotta pass. Could send Discord name again. You'll have to forgive me, my Discord's acting up at the moment. What was your Discord name? Hold on. Trying to let me focus on my loss here. Because at least I was right, and this deck is the opponent's deck is a aggro deck. Target creature you control. Okay. How am I gonna get out of this? I gotta get removal for the Furnace Elkite. And I can maybe stick around in the game for a little longer. It's not removal. There's nothing. Pass. I think I'm dead, right? 8, 9? No, not yet. Yeah. Removal? Removal? No. Can I play it? I can. So I'm alive. I've got a 6/8 on the board. And a 0/1 to block the 1/1. So I'm not dead, or am I? Target creature. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. They have 2 of them. Play Cursed Wombat. Save that. Oh no, that's +1/+1 and it's sorcery. I don't think I live. Pretty sure they've got me dead. Because if that would have been -3/-3, I could have maybe survived, but I don't think I do. This is the there was a spell I could have put in the deck that gave Reach and Death Touch. Oh. Okay. How much does it cost? I've still got enough for the other, but it doesn't do it. No, I don't win this because I don't have enough blocking. I'm just showing them I don't have anything. Okay. I'll see if I can get to it, but my Discord has been acting up. It has been very, very laggy. And it's just not been acting right. It says I can't seem to find what I'm looking for. Well, it's because I'm trying to search DMs. No, it says to find or start a conversation, so that shouldn't matter. Used to be a way to just message someone. Oh wait. No, that's not it. Or is it?
Sweat.
No, that's not right.
Armpit tears of weakness brought about by poor deodorant choices? Say goodbye to that salty river that floweth from your underarm with
Used to be a way to
Old
send
Spice
messages.
Swagger antiperspirant, made for 24/7 sweat protection with daily use and an undeniable smell of cedarwood and limes. Giving you the confidence you need to quit your job.
I'll do
move to
that
remote island,
instead
and spend
then.
your days
Whatever.
frolicking with
It's
dolphins.
fine.
Old Spice Swagger antiperspirant. Shop Old Spice now.
Of course, if you happen to be one of those bots and scammers and stuff, I'll just have to ban you immediately, so... Here's hoping you're not. Alright,
Some people just know there's a better way to do things.
This hand.
Like bundling your home
It's
and
fine. A little slow, but fine. For a forest first?
Save up to 25%.
Because I can then Malevolent Rumble? Let's grab the swamp. That way I don't have to sack the land for the swamp. So then I can play an Expanding Ooze.
July 15th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets at
that. I can sack that later if I need to. I'm gonna play the ooze. And pass. Yes, correct. Oops. Undo. Didn't want to do that. I was trying to hit resolve. Play land. Let's just adapt. I don't care if I kill the creature because it's fine. It is what it is. I've got more in my hand, so I'm not that worried. I also got rid of ramp. Oh, jeez. Sure. I'll play the nesting grounds. Let's play the wombat. Attacks pass, they're gonna kill me because they're gonna Path of Annihilation me. Or they're gonna use Path of Annihilation to kill me. I can feel it. Or they're gonna do something like that. Because they're a colorless deck. But I'm watching for like multiple rares and mythics to pop out, and that's when I'm just gonna be like, and I'm dead. Do I play false? Do I play temple? I don't think so. But I need I need mana to flip. Could just play Bushwag. I think I'll just do this. I'll play Wombat, play Idle, and pass. But I'm pretty sure they're about to play some really big creatures. I just have a hunch. Probably take 6. Block there. I need to get rid of that Wumpus. So I'm gonna need to get a black mana. So let's grab the black. So I can kill the Wumpus. For now. No attacks, no point. I don't want to take 7. Take 4. There we go. Adapt that into a 3/3. Becomes a 4/4. Or no, it's making more drop. They're gonna adapt, bring back stuff from the grave. And then replay them. Gotta block. Can't take that much damage. Yep. This is unfortunate. The amount of cards don't matter. What matters is my life total. My life total was at 6, so there's nothing I can do. They were going to attack me with 3 creatures. I only have 1 blocker. I'm at 6. They can do 8 damage. Even if because I have to block here, they do 8 damage. I die. 9 damage. So I'm dead. It's just that. It was just easy math. It literally just came down to, well, I don't have enough cards on the field to block. So it is what it is. Now that's good to see. Hopefully they can't remove it, but that's really good to see. I want that on the field soon. Might be able to get it. Because see, every deck is like a 60-card deck usually, unless you're in limited formats. Does it do anything when it does damage? No. Okay. That does. Sometimes. There can be. It depends on the build, because there is a deck build where it requires milling your opponent, because milling is a win con. And that means your deck goes to the graveyard or exiled, and I can't attack. Oh no, I can. Because I can get 2 counters on my etched for every 1, because I've got the evolution, which is useful. What the hell does that do? Ooh. Okay. It's not great. They're an aggro deck. I'm probably not going to win this, but I'll try. I mean, I'll do the best I can. You can take 1 counter off. I get 2 counters in return, so... Bakugan? Not familiar with Bakugan myself. Never played it. 3 mana. I make a 6/7 with reach. I do need more swamps, so I might have to sack that colorless land for swamps. Well, that's unfortunate. Can't block them, so I have to take it. Where are you taking the counter off of? Probably the Nyxborn Hydra, right? Well, it has cards, but the person fights with monsters in ball form. Okay.
We can help you get back on the road.
You're probably taking it off the Hydra, right? I mean, I assume. I don't think you're gonna take it off the Sith. The Slith, rather. Sith. Slith. Slith. Slith.
What about my old battery? We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination. Restrictions apply.
Yeah, I figured as much. What do you... I play the Bushwag? Or the Oozewag, sorry. Any more? I wish I had another black. I'll grab one now, because I'll need it next turn. And see if maybe I can survive the turn. With the temperamental Oozewag. Attack. They're just gonna double block and kill the Slith. I can kill the Cranial Ram, but they'll probably just move it. What's its equip cost? 2?
You mean hurting? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead. Little cigars.
Attacks. How much do I think the opponent has remaining? I can already tell you how much they have remaining. They have 46 cards remaining, plus the 4 in hand, but that doesn't matter. Because what matters right now is what's on the board. And what's on the board is a lot that I can't deal with. Another Cranial Ram. Well, that's unfortunate. So they're an artifact aggro deck. That's just great. All you have to do is give one of their flyers menace, and I can't block the flyer, not that I'm going to. Did they give that menace? No. Okay. What's going under the bus? Oozewag can go into the bus. Yeah, it is a nice map or play map that they have. Gotta reduce damage. Let's get rid of this stuff. So I can take 3. That's not great. I think I need the Wombat and the Slith on the field. If I play this, I can play the other Ooze. I can play the Hydra. I need 2 on the board for sure. I'll have to look at them later. I can't look at them when I'm on stream at the moment. Guess I'll just play these 2. If I attack with the Slith, they just block and kill it, so there's no point. Pass. Whenever an artifact or creature is in the graveyard, I lose life, so... yeah. Just scoop. That's game. They just had too much. Yeah, see, board state is what mattered here. So, I'd have to block 2 creatures to block this, and they can't pump it, so at least it's a 1. You can replace cards that are weak with stronger ones, kind of. Not really. You don't really replace in Magic. You just add more to the board, or you remove enemy things from the board. But yeah, in this board state, the blocks that would have to be made is I have to block the 8-1. I have to block the 5-5. I'm at 4 life. Any creatures that die, this thing will deal damage to me. So they're going to attack with everything. And when I block things, they're going to die. Even if long as 4 creatures die, I lose 4 and die anyway. I can only block 1 of the flyers. So I'm going to take 1 from the flying. So it's just the math right there says I'm dead. I'm dead on board, as they call it. I just couldn't get enough on the board to stop what they were doing. But this is what I expected. It's not, you get used to it. Like, you get used to the way things work in Magic once you've played a few games. It's not one of those card games that you can get into immediately, but it is one of those card games that, I mean, you can, but you're going to be playing with easier decks at first. Things are going to get more complicated based on what your opponent's playing over time. Like, if you have a friend, and you and your friend play, it's just you and your friend's going to know what you can handle and what you can't handle. And you're gonna play to that. Let me think. I want double black for later, so I think I'll grab the swamp. Can't victimize yet. Yeah, you're gonna play. Usually you'll play decks that are easier to understand. And if you have a friend, your friend will play decks that are easier to understand, and then usually they'll slowly ease you into harder decks. And no problem, take your time. And for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, I am having a conversation with a player who's not familiar with Magic, in case people are familiar with Magic, and I'm explaining some deck intricacies and design styles. Think your internet is having problems? Sorry to hear that. I know what that's like. Okay, opponent. My lunch today is going to be a little different. I was at a grocery store yesterday and I picked up this meal that's macaroni and cheese plus some looked like baked chicken with some herbs on it. Looked really good, so I was like, I'll try that today for my lunch. It'll mean some microwaving, which means I'll have to kind of walk back and forth between the kitchen, but because I don't want my headset getting damaged by the microwave. For some reason, when the microwave is going, it interrupts with the signal, and I worry that it might damage the wireless headset. Probably won't, but I'm just being safe. So I've got removal with Wither and Bloom. I've got recursion with Victimize. So I've got a decent starting hand. Like, I could probably cycle the Warped Tusker, and then I can maybe Victimize and bring back the Warped Tusker and the Cursed Wombat. That's maybe my idea. Unless the opponent's just AFK not here, then I get a win and I'm happy because I don't have to play this anymore. If I have an interesting play... Pass. I'm going to go for that play. I'll cycle the Tusker and try to leave the Eldrazi token on the field for a Victimize. But I think the opponent's just not here. Because cycling is an instant speed, which means I can do it any time. So that'll let me do something on the opponent's turn. I'm just going to put a stop to make sure I don't miss it. Because I sometimes can be a little too quick on my skips. On my, okay, my turn's done, pass. I'm going to give them a little bit of a emote scheme. Hypnotoad. Yeah, I win. Okay, that's 3 wins for Midweek Magic. I am done with Midweek Magic. I am happy. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am to be done with this one. This is one of those midweek magics I hated because I didn't like having to craft a deck for it. Because the reason why is because I'm not going to use the cards like ever again, more than likely. And I didn't even get an art I wanted. So much hate right now. SMH. So much hate. Whatever. I got like one rare I didn't need. I got some gems out of it, so I guess that's the good thing. I did get a few gems. But not getting the rare I needed, not getting any rares I needed for like later, kind of made me sad. Okay, so this daily deal will change later because they're gonna probably add more because they've been having issues with their daily deals lately. So, and this is something I will never buy and I would never recommend someone buying is the Psychic Frogs Horizon Hideaway. Because you have to, in order to spend these tickets, you have to buy the pass. And I would never recommend anyone do that because it's not worth it. Unless you have money. I mean, if you've got money and you don't mind doing that and you want the art styles or you want the avatars and that's your jam, then go for it. You want the deck sleeves, whatever, sure, go for it. But otherwise, no, I'm good. Okay, I am going to start making food because I am, like I said, I was feeling really hungry during that game. And I'm still feeling it. So let me first delete that deck I played. So I don't need this anymore. It can go. It'd be like, the idea of this would be like if you go to a store and the store's like, hey, we're only playing these cards. So and they'd have all these boxes of cards and you just pick them out. And then you have to buy them, and then you have to play those cards. Then you're like, well, now I don't need them anymore because it was a one-day tournament. And now it's like, well, I don't need these cards anymore. So, and they'd be like, basically, the tournament would be you're buying 3 packs, and then you have to go to the common and uncommon boxes and buy any commons and uncommons you're not using that you're using but you don't have to build a deck. And then the winner would get like something, you know. That's kind of what the midweek magic is like. It's like that experience. Which is a cool experience, except when you realize, but I'm never going to use those cards again. So I had to spend resources to make a deck that I'm never going to play again. And it feels, and the rewards I got weren't as good as I was hoping. Ah, well, it is what it is. Alright, so let's see, so I've got to play a red-blue deck, or a red deck, or a blue deck to get my daily done. So, I will probably either play my mono red deck, or my Is It Control deck. Maybe Is It Control. Because people don't like playing against it. That's what I'm thinking about. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go warm up some food. I won't have to leave chat for too long because I'm just gotta go to the kitchen and set up the microwave for the food I'm gonna use. I'm gonna warm up, and I'm just gonna go back and forth between that because it's probably just gonna be heat it for X minutes. Stir the mac and cheese, then heat it for an extra X minutes, and I'm good. So there might be a possibility that I have to remove the chicken first and then put the chicken in later. So I gotta read what the instructions are. So I will be right back while I'm doing that. Normally I would go on my tablet and do it, but in this case I'm just going to just go in between the rooms because it shouldn't take me long. So I'll be right back. Enjoy the music.
Mic off. Mic on.
Currently, I'm in the room while I'm waiting for the microwave to finish to warm up some stuff, and then I gotta stir the mac and cheese. It didn't say to do it. It just said to warm everything up. But I'm gonna do kind of a little more of a safer thing where I'm gonna warm up I'm gonna warm up everything for 2 minutes, and then I'll stir the mac and cheese, and then I'll put it in for an extra minute because it's 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes anyway. It says, so I'm able to do that. I know you can probably barely hear me over the music. Sorry about that. Just bear with me.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, I am almost back. My food is just about finished cooking, and oh my God, is that chicken, that herb baked chicken that they made smells so good. We have in Florida a grocery store called Publix. They make some of like the best chicken and some of the best, and they have this boar's head meat deli sandwich making area that is just so good. It's what they're like known for. Like everybody in Florida, anybody who's ever been in Florida knows about Publix and knows how good their food can be when you're like, in certain cases. A lot of times it's the chicken and the sandwiches. Like the Publix sandwiches, people love the Publix sandwiches. Oh, that smells so good. Let's grab a knife for the chicken. I'll use this here. Hopefully the chicken isn't going to be too tough. I had the option to bake everything, just put it all in the oven. But I was like, I'll take that. That might, that 30 minutes, I didn't want to wait 30 minutes. I could have, but I was just not in the mood. Maybe next time if I go to Publix and I see something like this again, I might. But not this time.
You know there's an easier and better way. Save up to 25% when you
Ooh, yeah, that smells good.
With Allstate.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average
spoon
of the
there.
savings off the home policy. Allstate vehicle and
Fork
property
and knife
insurance
here.
Norfolk, Illinois.
Throw away the top because I'm not going to be saving anything. This is a meal meant for one person.
Ketchup.
Just need to get some water.
The zingy vinegar and delicious ketchup fusion, like sinking your teeth into it.
Leave it on the plate for now.
Making your
God, this smells amazing.
Taste buds tingle.
I almost wish I could have gotten like some mashed potatoes instead of the mac and cheese, but at the same time, I'm not disappointed. Just need some water. Might grab a ginger ale too. Oh God, that smell. Walk back in the kitchen, I can still smell the herbs even as I'm leaving the kitchen, as I'm going between rooms. Let's grab a ginger ale. Let's see my ginger ale. Content is like in the fridge. 2. I'll put these in the... Take the box out. That way I know there were only 2 left. Yeah. Okay, I'm heading back to the room with my drinks. Let's crack open the ginger ale. And the water. Okay. What I'll be doing is I'll be muting while I eat. But I'll unmute when I need to respond to questions and all that. So, but there could be a possibility where this could be a music but dead type spot where I'm not talking too much. I hope the music is loud enough though. So if it's not, I hope someone will let me know. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be eating. I'm gonna put myself off intermission so people can see, what's going on. But here's the deck I'm playing. It's designed similar to a blue-white control deck that came out earlier in the season. So... we'll see.
Mic off.
Everyone knows the importance of a great assist.
You know, I've always got time to fight. Eyes everywhere.
CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi score, shop the day after an join for free today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
Want to break out for your hair? Pharmacy, Hims makes treating hair loss.
Stopping tyrants like you is
3 to 6
my
months.
thing.
Hims offers oral or topical treatment options so you can find what works best for you.
I am
Get
here.
started for free. 50% online visit at hims.com/grow. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
What's a Walt Disney World thrill feel like? It's plunging into Pandora together. Soaring around the world with friends. It's racing your life cycle into the grid. Or the chance to simply scream. Thrills everyone can be a part of across all 4 theme parks. Wow. Feel it for yourself at Walt Disney World Resort, where Disney thrills us like...
For Florida residents, Disney World.
You're toast.
It's nice to see a familiar face.
No. Fuel up. Stopping tyrants like you is kind of my thing. No plan, no problem.
Knowledge is meant to be shared. as much, the past can teach us.
No, this isn't happening. No more watching. It's time to do something.
Some people just know there's a better way to do things. Like upgrading your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Or going to the grocery store for milk instead of buying your own car.
Mic on.
Okay, I finished my meal. It was really good, really tasty. Chicken wasn't quite as good as I mean, chicken was good. It was fine, but it could have been better, I think.
Make this the summer you go anywhere and do with exciting deals on your favorite Jeep brand vehicles.
I'm gonna have to hold up mana to kill that. Which I can. I've got Torch Breath in hand. And that's all they do.
And make the most out of your summer with great deals at your Jeep. Make this the summer. Jeep Grand Cherokee has received more awards in its lifetime than any other.
I'm just a little light on land at the moment. In the previous game, to answer your question, Hannah, wasn't bad. It was okay. All these creature lands are kind of annoying. But I think I can deal with them.
When Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th. So when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not a MyLowe's Rewards member? Join for free today. MyLowe's.com/Messi for more details.
And that's dead land. Nobody expects the Torch Breath. How do you get some cards after getting victory? So when you do your dailies, you'll get gold usually. Sometimes you get what are called instant card rewards, which will give you like one common or uncommon, typically, sometimes a rare or mythic. But otherwise, you use your gold to buy packs, or you use your, or that you might get packs from the weekly from the Mastery Pass that is free unless you pay for the extra. Then you'll get some extra stuff from it. Yeah, I know you're exiling stuff from my graveyard, like my Memory Deluge. I can't do anything about that. I gotta do another Torch Breath. And then I got to do something about the next land that comes in at me. Probably could have gone after your own graveyard and grabbed something from the one card from there, or two cards from there to make sure the lands were right. Kill that. Take 3, go to 2. And do I have any way to get rid of those last 2 lands? No. I'm the Torch Breath, but that's only 2 damage, so GG. Can't kill those last 2 lands. I just didn't have enough removal for them. Even if I drew a Field of Ruin, I wouldn't have had enough to get rid of it. No. No, not by a long shot. So, okay. I'll explain a lot, because there's a lot that Arena doesn't, that, you won't understand from just watching. So, these are the sets, right? And this tells me how much of a set I've bought, or I've earned through different means, through opening packs, through instant card rewards. These are what I've earned or gained over the years, because this has been out for a long time. Blue means just getting all of the rare, one of each rare. Yellow means you're working on getting 4 of each rare. And I don't know if I have any that are in the mythic range where you have 4 of everything. Right. It's yeah, I don't. If it was this color right here, then it would mean I have collected 4 of every card in the set. So there are a lot of cards I don't have, you know, that's... But as long as you have the cards you need to play it, to make at least one deck and play, and as long as you can get some decent amount of wins, you're fine. It's not... You're gonna be, as long as you can keep doing your dailies, and they give you decks, so that's the thing. When you play the game, and you do, as you're starting out, you'll have these. You'll have access to these decks. Right. So these will be the free decks you'll have access to, and they change as rotation happens. And usually you have to earn them, I believe. Yeah, they have like quests every day. You have to do a certain amount of quests, and then you'll get a deck. And then then they'll give you another quest, and you'll get a deck, and then you get another quest, you get a deck. I think. I'm not sure if it's still how they do it. I think it's how they do it. But eventually you'll have these, and then you'll be playing in the format called Alchemy. Alchemy's rules are different than Standard or other formats, because there are multiple formats in Arena, and I'll show you. So there's Alchemy, Explorer, Historic, Standard, Timeless, Brawl. And then you have what are called Traditional, which means you use a sideboard of up to 15 cards. That's what Traditional means, is you have a sideboard, and you're not just playing one game, one opponent, back to back to back. You're playing a game, stopping, changing cards in your deck for what's in your sideboard, playing a second game, and then maybe a third game doing the same thing. I believe, if I remember right, the story used to be that you were what was called... Oh, thank you for the follow. Jesus Flashy, thank you for the follow. And... I'll leave that chat for now. Where was I? So, okay, yeah, the story. So the original story of Magic the Gathering was the players were planeswalkers. And the decks were what that planeswalker could access across the planes of Magic the Gathering. Since that time, I don't know if that's still the story. Because now it feels like they're more focused on each plane has its own story. They write books or they write story articles on the Magic the Gathering website about them. And Magic itself has its own rich history. So it's kind of like it's got its own role-playing elements to it. Like every card, maybe not every card, but every at least legendary card. Because it'll say legendary on it. For example, Calamity. You might read about Calamity in a book. Or you might read about Galta in a book or story. Stuff like that. A lot of the legendaries will have that. And lands will have, like, you might read about them going to those locations in the stories. And some creatures they might even run into in the stories. So a lot of Magic's history, they do stuff like that. And they've done that all the way from almost the beginning, really. I'd say it probably took a few sets before they did that. Oh, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. You can go to their Magic's website. Let me see here. So you could go to magic.wizards.com. I'll link it. For my Twitch chat, I'll link it. And then there are areas that you can go to from there It's them, you know, they show you how to get the game, they show you about the different products, because it is a paper game more, not just an arena game, not just digital. It is paper product. And then you can go through and check different things. Then you go to, they have on the top, they have the story tab, so you can read different stories. And there's a lot of them. Like there's a story for pretty much every set. And what I mean by story, I shouldn't say one story, because there are multiple stories that are kind of like chapters in a book. And it's really good. Like some of the writing is really good, and it really gets you into some of these worlds and some of these characters that you'll be able to pick up and play. It's a really fun way to get into the game, is to read the stories first, then because you might find cards you really like, and then you'll build a deck based on the cards you really liked from those stories. Yeah, no problem. Because, I mean, in the end, yes, it is still a game, but sometimes the game can be more fun, the story can be more fun than the game, and you might enjoy the story more. And then there's the art of the cards that's evolved over the years. Interaction, board wipe, decent hand for a control deck. What I'm playing right now is a control deck. Oh yeah, person can get extremely invested. That's where I started. I started just like, I love the art of the game. I loved the intricacies of the way the game played. And then when they added when I started seeing they had books coming out, and these books had these great stories, it just made me fall in love with the game altogether. So I'm always looking forward. I was always into the story a little more than the game, but not by much. I'm pretty lost on the story though. I missed a lot because I took a long break because I just couldn't afford to get into the game, and so I stopped reading the story as it came out because I couldn't afford the books either at the time. A little bit. It seems the reason you like a little bit card games was Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! was great because Yu-Gi-Oh! Has its televised animation or its manga. And Pokemon is great because it not just has the card game that came out after Magic, but it also has the video games and the animated series. So Pokemon's like and Pokemon is because it's kid friendly. It really just hits a lot of things that adapt well to a children's card game or a children's video game. I mean, I've played Pokemon. I still love Pokemon. Must have been a lost in that. That's probably ditchable, because I don't think I'm going to need Brothers at End, because they look like they're a 5-color deck. At least I think they are. They could just be 3-color. Need more land. No, they're 4-color. Probably need that. Do I just take the land? No, I need the other Memory Deluge. I might need it later. Game creators can't add some deadly character because of kids. Yeah. I'm just grabbing the demo field just in case I need it from a creature lane, but I don't think they're going to play one. I could have played the Sokenzan and made 2 1/1s, but meh. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is fire for that? Yeah. I'll take the lands, I think. I want the Phantom Interference. Yeah, I'll take the Phantom Interference. Having a little extra counter magic can't hurt. What are you going to play that has flash, opponent? Nothing? I'll ditch the Brothers at End. I don't think I need it. I mean, they might have 3-mana artifacts that I wanted to blow up, but eh. think I'm fine. Oh, I see what deck they're playing now. Okay. I'll drop the show. I'll drop that and make some tokens. But I know what deck they're playing now. They are playing 5 color. They're missing their blue. Oh, darn it. Game crashed again? Cancel. That was quick, too. These crashes have just been, like, I literally don't even notice their crash until it's, like, halfway too late. I don't want to miss my turn. I've only got 2 timeouts. Come on. Come on. Where's my reopen of the game? I reopened it. Come on. There we go. My timeouts might run out. I'm not looking forward to that because I don't want to ditch a card. I don't want the game ditching it either. I just want to play land pass. Because I know what they're going to try to do. What's also fun... Oh, there's an ad break running. Ha! Just noticed it. Okay. What's also funny is the game also has its own language as well in certain cases. They have, I think it's the Phyrexian language. I wanted to play the Merrics, but I'll play the other land first. I'll play the Merrics next turn. I've got 3 counter spells, so I've got ways to stop them from doing things. Do I care about that? Or do I just want to dissipate that? Yeah, let's dissipate that. They want to do it again. It's like, I don't want it in the graveyard. I absolutely do not want that going in the graveyard, because that's something they can exile for their combo trick. That's fine. Now they got their blue land, so now they can combo next. They can try to combo next turn. Let's count. Let's get rid of those. I don't want them playing those. Still got a counter spell in hand, in case they try to go off with one of their options. Because that deck is designed to do a graveyard combo deck. No. Let's discard the Deduce. Let's play the Teferi. Make a token.
You know, I've always got time to fight. Knowledge is meant to.
They're probably going to exile the Teferi. You got so angry that your dad threw your Pokemon. Oh no! I hope he didn't have anything really valuable. I'm going to dissipate if they try to go after something that I need to keep on the board. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's fine.
I'm sure I'll laugh about this later.
I've got 3 counter spells open. So if the opponent does anything that I don't like, I can just say no to it. This is what control deck is. Control deck determines what it's going to say yes and no to. So that's typically what a control deck is. A control deck is controlling the battlefield so that you have better stuff going on than your opponents, and you also control what your opponent can and can't do. Think you got a Charizard, and you think a Rayquaza, which are shiny. Ooh. Ooh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I used to play Pokemon on the online app. See, this is an uncommon because it's a silver icon. Commons will have a black icon. Rares will have a yellow icon, and Mythics will have an orange one. Your goal got lost? Ooh. Okay. Try to get these wins. Control decks also take a long time to play. I don't have to play the red blue anymore, but I'm having such a I'm enjoying myself at the moment, and I'm having a decent time of it that I don't mind because I've gotten some good wins. And people have never seen a red blue control deck like this. That's why it can throw opponents off because they don't know what to expect from the deck. This could be bad because it could be hand disruption, and my deck doesn't like hand disruption. Bronco. They're gonna get to do their Bronco. I don't have removal for it yet. Yeah, so far so good. Interesting. So they're a blue-black deck. Okay, so that could be a little bit of a control, a little bit of a... It could be like a control deck with aggro options. So... I knew you were playing that. I knew that was coming. Yep. Yep. They're not gonna... So they're a control deck. Their control deck and their weenie little creatures are their aggro. So I have to deal with those. I have to deal with the board at some point. No. I want it ill-timed, but I can't do it yet. I have to. They say your life is a resource in the game, so. Don't like that. They have counter magic open, I can tell. They're like a flash controlled. They're like it's what's called a tempo deck. I kind of want them to play that 3-mana creature because then I'm gonna ill-timed explosion it. I don't think they're gonna do it though. No, they're gonna keep 2 mana open. Let's see if I can get them to use their counter spell. Because I want to make sure I can ill-time. No counter spell. I want an ill-timed explosion, but I think they've got the mana open to counter it.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good
Or it could be another fairy mastermind they're holding open.
You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
Right now they have 8 damage on the field.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. State Farm Bloomington.
Picture your favorite.
I'm gonna try to board wipe, but I think they're gonna counter it. Yeah, I think they have the counter spell. Yeah, I thought so. They had enough damage. I was like, there's no way. They probably have removal for the 2/2, and they have a counter spell to stop me from blowing up their board. So that wasn't good. And these are what you would call games. Matches would be when you have the what are called best of 3s, where that's 2 games out of 3, and that's technically a match. These are technically, you know. I use the word technically a lot. Unfortunately, it's right, but technically. Yeah. In the technical sense of Magic the Gathering, these are games, not matches. These are individual games. I'm not best of threeing. Ugh, this hand's kind of sketchy. Because I don't have a way to play any of the blue cards in my hand. On the draw, I guess I can mulligan. I'll keep it and put the Planeswalker away because it's too expensive to cast right now anyway. It'll be a long time before I cast it. Just wish I didn't have to get rid of my draw. Ew. Okay. So Tiny Bones. So this is probably a hand disruption deck. Hand disruption means they take cards out of my hand, and it's a control deck too. Yeah, here comes the hand disruption. Can't do anything about it because they're on the play. Meaning being on the play means they get to go first. So that means playing cards first. Really, they don't want my Brothers at End to go off? Interesting. It's not a land. Pass. I want a Torch Breath. That's why they didn't want it, because they don't want me. God, they don't want me blowing up their Cryptic Coat. Oh, that's really bad. Like no land. I've got 28 land in the deck. I'm at 51% chance to draw a land. And I'm not drawing the land I need. And I have like no plays. If I don't draw a land next turn, I have to. The game's over. It's just too much of a what's called tempo loss. There are 4 land to my 2. That's extremely bad. Nope. Next game. For a control deck, not having lands for 2 turns in a row is lethal, basically. Because that means I can't keep up with whatever they play. Like, I could have stayed, I could have maybe counterspelled a 4 mana play, or a 3 to 4 mana play. Anything 2 mana and this becomes worthless. Same with this. There was nothing I could do. Not having enough mana means I can't keep up. So. I'll play one more, and if it goes that bad, then I'll probably look for a different deck to play. There's a possibility the stream might end early, in the middle of me trying to get these wins, because nature's starting to call, and when nature calls, I might be gone for a while. Okay, at least I have 4 mana, but 2 of it's sketchy. We'll see. Oh, I got the blue deck. I'm not happy about this land. Oh, it's a control deck mirror. Alright. Well, I can use Deduce to try to draw out of it. Pardon me. You have to talk with it? Okay. Not gonna stop anything they do, so I'm just gonna let them go. Yep. Fill the room doesn't matter. Mirrex might. So I'll hold on to the Mirrex. I can't dissipate. I can maybe Phantom Interference. I can't Memory Deluge. Yep. Another digging. because they're trying to get all this stuff in the graveyard. I know that. Uh-huh. You have blue mana. There we go. Pass. Discard Memory Deluge. Sure. Worry about it later. No. Unless you have a way to protect it. No. Spell pierce. Alright, then it sticks. You have removal in the deck. Blow that up. I didn't want to use it, but it's better to get rid of that and just get it off the field. Yeah, terrors are annoying. Yeah, I'll take 5. For now. Dissipate.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password.
Or you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you
I'll
to
take the 5 for now.
if your identity is stolen. US-based restoration specialists will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identities or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year. Go to lifelock.com/Spotify.
Chandra's helpful.
With Uber Reserve, you can book your Uber ride in advance. Perfect for all you forward.
Make a Mirror's token. I'll probably bounce it with a Fading Hope.
Uber Reserve. See Uber details.
Man, that sunset is gorgeous.
Still got time. Still got a turn. I can maybe do something. Can maybe draw into see, I can't do anything, so I can just swing. Can't block. I maybe can get rid of the terror. Thirst. Sure. Let you reload. You've still got 2 terrors, 3 gens, and then something else probably. Sure.
Compete for the most virtual home runs, win prizes, and more. Don't miss the home run derby.
I'll probably bounce the terror.
At 7:30 p.m.
At least that's my thought. I might bounce it. Dissipate. Negate. 2-minute open. Can't bounce it. Make him pay. Yeah, I can't do both. Make them pay. top deck of land. Or a top deck removal. No. Okay. How much mana do I have? If I play you. I can blow up one, but then I can't blow up the other. Same problem. Can I bounce? No, because I can't kill it. Even if I kick her. It's 5, 6, 7. I don't win this. Yeah.
We have to win this fight.
Now I have 3 mana open.
There's still hope. This is for everyone we've lost.
So I couldn't get rid of it. Okay. Yeah, nature's calling, a little knocking on that door a little too loudly, so I'm gonna have to end the stream here. There's a chance I could come back later, but I don't want to promise that. But if I feel able to, I will try. But again, I don't want to promise it. Thanks, Hannah, for stopping by. Thanks to Jesus Flashy for the follow. And I will see everybody. If I don't see everybody shortly, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.